Golfing tales from around the globe are filled with the most improbable events: multiple holes-in-one in the same round, different players scoring holes-in-one with consecutive strokes, holes-in-one that bounce off trees. Key points. A Tasmanian family has achieved a unique golfing feat: 3 generations making a hole-in-one on the same hole with the same club. A Tasmanian family has achieved a unique golfing feat: 3 generations making a hole-in-one on the same hole with the same club. The 5-iron they used is worth less than $10, but to Glen O'Keefe, it's priceless. The 5-iron they used is worth less than $10, but to Glen O'Keefe, it's priceless. The odds of the grandfather, father and son all making the shot at the same hole in their lifetime is estimated at 1,000:1. But at Tasmania Golf Club, not far from Hobart Airport, comes a tale that might be unmatched anywhere in the world. Our story starts in 1982 when Peter O'Keefe had a hole-in-one at the 8th hole, a picturesque 159-metre par 3. He used an Australian-made 5-iron, a Keith Knox DM139. On Peter's, his clubs were passed on to his son Graham. A decade after Peter's hole-in-one, Graham O'Keefe was playing at Tasmania GC and pulled out his dad's old 5-iron on the 8th tee and hit the ball into the hole. Peter O'Keefe handed his golf clubs down to his son Graham, who, in turn, handed them down to his son, Glen. 2 holes-in-one from a father-son combination on the same hole using the same club is a highly improbable feat. This writer has never heard of such an occurrence, but while it is highly unusual, it is unlikely to be unique. Surely some father-son or parent-child combination over the years, nay centuries, of golf, have had holes-in-one on the same hole using the same club. But this story does not end here. Several years after Graham's hole-in-one, he bought himself a shiny new set of graphite-shafted clubs. Graham then handed his father's clubs down his son, Glen. In 1999, Glen O'Keefe stood on the tee at the 8th at Tasmania Golf Club, armed with his grandfather's old set, and hit the ball into the hole. Graham O'Keefe watches his son, Glen, hit a shot at Tasmania Golf Club. After the round, he rang his father to celebrate. "I told him I'd had my first hole-in-one. He said, 'Congratulations, which hole?' I told him the 8th. He said, 'Oh fantastic, the same as Granddad and myself.' He said, 'What club did you use?' I said, 'The 5-iron,' and there was some silence. As soon as he told me he used the 5-iron, I knew it was the same one," Graham said. The 8th hole at Tasmania Golf Club, where 3 generations of O'Keefe golfers have made a hole-in-one. The National Hole-in-One Association calculated a good club golfer, who plays 5,000 rounds in their lifetime, has a 50% chance of scoring a hole-in-one. The O'Keefes were all good players, with single-figure handicaps. Therefore the chances of all 3 scoring at least one hole-in-one, at some point in their life, are about 12.5%. Assuming they played 80% of their rounds at their home club, the odds of them all making a hole-in-one on the same course is 6%. And the odds of them all making a hole-in-one on the same hole in their lifetime is about 1,000:1. But the odds of 3 generations of golfers making holes-in-one on the same hole using exactly the same golf club is incalculable. I think 3 generations getting a hole-in-one on the same hole would be pretty significant, let alone actually using the same club, Glen said. I haven't even heard of 2 generations, let alone 3, Graham said. The Keith Knox 5-iron used by 3 generations of the O'Keefe family. Glen said he would be very surprised if any other family on the planet had matched the feat. I'd love to have a chat to them if they did, but I'd be really surprised if it's ever been done before. An ordinary Keith Knox DM139 5-iron is valued at less than $10, but don't expect to find this particular club at a garage sale anytime soon. Glen O'Keefe plans to frame it. "It's priceless," he said.